they're not in it.
Well, they got Howard Finkel.
Ah, well, there you go. The Finkel.
What, you know.
What, Howard's a great guy.
Exactly.
I like Howard.
But what an abused human being.
Critically abused.
I have felt so bad for Howard so many times because I've been on the other end of the ribs that we've talked about where, you know, Taker would stooge on me to vent for, you know, just having fun. But Howard has been so
They would just fuck with his property without any regard.
24/7, they would make him. He loved the business so much, and he wanted to do good, you know. And he tried too hard. And they would do things like this. Right off the top of my head, I can think of a vignette they'd done with the Bushwhackers, where the Bushwhackers were eating sardines. So let's throw Howard in there too, and he's gonna eat sardines too. They kept, of course, the Bushwhackers like the sardines because they're from New Zealand and stuff. They eat that kind of stuff. And Howard, being from Connecticut, you know, he
probably had a lot of sardines in his life.
But he would do it because he was going to be on TV, and you know, he was happy to doing it. But I stood there and watched them do cut after cut after cut of Howard Finkel eating sardines till he was sick, and it was just constant from everybody.
They beat up his car on the street. You know,
it was endless, and was always pulling. He would be in tuxedo matches. Remember the announcer?
Yeah.
The announcer did, and they would pull his clothes off.
I love Howard. He's a great guy. Never wanted to see him in his underwear. Never had that desire. Constantly did. Never wanted to.
But Howard was always a nice guy. But he's a true company man from head to toe. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, and everybody knows it's you. I think I remember being told that he's the first employee of the WWF after the new era.
I don't know that he would have been the first one, but I know he's the longest tenured one. He's been there longer than anybody else.
What I meant by that, when they changed over from the WWF, when Junior came in and started the new company,
that's possible.
Howard was the first person that he hired. And Howard was an usher at the Coliseum in Hartford, Connecticut, at the wrestling matches, and that's how he was discovered.
But I know he's been there longer than anybody. Yeah, but that's one of these days. That's the kind of person that's finally going to take an AK-47 and just wipe the whole place out.
Absolutely.
You know,
person only takes.
You can fuck around and fuck around. Pretty soon you won't be around, as Bobby Eaton used to say, and you can just needle somebody, and finally. And one of these, I would love to watch Howard flip. He'd come out like Arnold Schwarzenegger, have the daggum bullets strapped across his chest, automatic weapons in both hands, spraying the entire floor.
I just have memories, you know, I've had some bad memories. I've seen him crying, where they treated him so bad, where he would just sit and cry.
Yeah.
And if they'd done me the same way, I would probably cry too, because they treated him, and they treat him like shit. They really treated Howard like shit. And that's enough for Howard.
What do you mean they stuck him in Sonny's lunchbox and Sable's bag?
I think he had his nose up there anyway, because he likes sardines. He likes the smell of sardines. Now, here I am. I just apologized to the girl, and you done drugged me in the ditch again.
Starting it again.
Here we go, round 18.
Holy mackerel.
I didn't mean that.
After all this
his fault.
I still can't get them together.
It's his fault.